everybody, quiet everybody, we're going to start. Well, welcome to the West London branch of the National Front. Today I want to enlarge it a bit, because we're all from all over the place here in the south. And the north of England, the National Front, Scotland, and the Midlands are doing a lot better than what we're doing. So, in the questions and answers later on, I want a few ideas how we're going to push the party in the south of England. So we'll bring that in later on. Now, Mick is our organiser, and he's going to give you a few things what we've been doing, nationally and locally. Bernard Franklin is the head of the play and the deputy chairman. He's going to do the first speech, and Jim's going to finish it off after the break. Jim's a candidate in Vista in Oxford, and he's a diamond. Hasn't been very well, and he's out every night pushing the party. You know, this man is a diamond. So Jim's going to finish it off. So I'm going to give you a little quiz before I bring Mick in. Right. Now, which party said? I didn't want to be negative about this, but I'm going to bring this in because there's been a few naughty things happening. Which party said, we're talking to the Pakistanis, we're going to talk to the Chinese, and the Sikhs and the Hindus. These people have got no problems with us, nothing to fear. Now, after Mick, well, that'll be a little quiz. If you win that one, it's called Operation Handshake, this is. I'll give you a couple of beers and a couple of papers. Right, it's not the Liberal Democrats, so you take them out of the equation. Right, so after Mick speaks, anybody can come back to me about that one. I'll give you a couple of beers, right? So Mick is our organiser, and the man deserves credit. He organised the meeting, and he just spent 2 days in Kent on a tent, helping our candidate out there, you know, in Ashford. We didn't do too badly, but it was a very big area, a massive county council seated about 6 different wards in it, and it was a bit too big for us, and we didn't have enough support, which is a bit disappointing. So Mick pushed it the last few days, spent a couple of days in the camp, so, you know, deserves a round of applause for that, I think. Yeah. So I'll give it that. Right, Mick, give him a halo. Mick's going to give a few things, what we've been doing, what we've done. Quite surprisingly, the National Front's done quite a lot recently, and it's gone down very well in certain parts of the country. We've got a lot of publicity, TV, papers and everything else. So I'll introduce you to Mick Stone, our organiser.
First of all, I'd like to thank you all for attending today. It's been sort of run through what's been happening over the last month or so, and I think Steve's going to have a word a bit later about what activities are coming up. But I'll go with what we've done in the last month, or party nationally. On 17th of April, around 120 NF members and supporters marched from Newcastle to celebrate St George's Day. It's a very good turnout when you consider we've been messed around by the police and whatnot. They did bring the what was originally a 2 p.m. kick-off. They brought through to 11 o'clock in the morning, so I'm sure you can understand that obviously effective numbers. But to still pull out 120 supporters, it was shown on regional TV and radio, as well as all local papers and out there. That was one St George's Day. That was the Saturday before. So Saturday after, 24th. It was marched through South London, Bermondsey, and again we've been messed around a bit by police down there, but we still pulled out about 100 supporters. On Good Friday, there was a demonstration up at Finsbury Park Mosque against candid Abu Hamza. It wasn't strictly NF, there was probably more football supporters than there was NF there, but they still rallied behind our banner, and I understand we're going back there pretty soon. Then at the back of the room there, pinned on the doors, some of the press coverage from the day. On the same day as St George's Day, few people from West London went down and joined Hemel Hempstead and whatnot. to give a hand down there. And again, there was another excellent day handing out literature and whatnot. She was interviewed by some of our local press. It was on local television right next day. And so again, excellent coverage. And last Thursday, so like down in Kent, it was a sort of like, we've done it as much as we could with what we had, and we still pulled 135 votes. You know, we could have got a lot more if we had a lot more support. You know, and all I could ask for in the future, when we do activities, obviously the more people that sort of turn out things, the more we can achieve. So that's basically what we've sort of been up to. Sort of only last month or so. I mean, there's numerous sort of like, there's too many activities to sort of mention now. There's just numerous things. I mean, at the beginning of the year, where was we down in Woolwich in South London, so like there's sort of like roof laying down there, there's Upton Park, sort of like roof laying out, all victims, white victims, sort of like black, sort of like racist murders. It's a shame to like Terry's not here, you know, obviously he'd be able to go into a lot more detail than what I can. But for those of you that have come out on these sort of like activities, I'd like to thank you. And just to try and encourage more of you to come out in the future. So that's about all I've got to say.
Right, did anybody get that one? Any political party? You're quite right. Now, I've only mentioned this because I don't want to be negative about this, because I believe in nationalist unity. I believe that there's enough room for two parties at the moment, only two, in the country. Maybe it's in 5 years, maybe it's not, you know. But we can both complement each other in different ways, because we are more on the streets, but we want to stand in more elections as well, by the way. But they just want to concentrate on trying to be the nice Tory thing at the moment, you know. So I mentioned that, not to be negative about it, because they decided, much to the annoyance of our organiser in the North East, if anybody knows Bexley, who was going to go and see them, and our very strong area, well, I've got a very good candidate, Robert Batten, who stood for Tyneside Mayor and got 5%, 2,000 votes, and he got the second preference votes more than anybody else. Well, he's going to stand in Wall's End for us. We put a mile of work in, you know, and all of a sudden you're just going to find out that the BNP is going to put a fake candidate up against us, you know, which is, you know, it's not even in the area, you know. So I thought, you know, I find that a little bit distasteful. You know, they've got loads of, bloody hell, they're putting loads more candidates than what we're doing. You know, they could have missed that one, you know, because we've got a very good chance of winning it, you know. But that's one negative thing, and also they're going to stand against us in Birmingham, which if we stood there for the last, I don't know how many years, 20 years, in King's Stand in Birmingham, we've got a very good candidate there. Oh, 16% this year, and of course they're going to stand against us, you know.
Just split the vote.
Split the vote, you know, which, well, I know they're bigger than us at the moment, you know, but, you know, there's plenty of room, they're not putting a million candidates, you know. So they could have missed that one out, you know. But the idea of it is coming in from Griffin's mob is to smash us, you know. Well, I'm telling them now, you know, if anybody's from the BNP, we're not going to go anywhere, you know. The National Front was the first political party in this country, Nationalist Party, and we were the last political party in this country, because we've got a big spine, and I think at the moment, you know, we're the real Nationalist Party at the moment, you know. You know, I'll just mention that. They've got Muslim candidates, you know, I'm sorry, you know.